Hey everybody, this is Karen Lohup again. As she reaches over to get the audio, hopefully. Okay. And if you have been watching my videos at all, or keeping up with my blog, which is www.kar-en.com, and when you go in that way, Karen.com, you will probably want to go to the categories, which is the big gray list over on the right side, and look at Hey Team, or it says something kind of long and then it says Hey Team at the end. And that's probably where the ones with the videos would be, if that's what you're looking for. I've only recently been doing videos. It's one of those things that I drag my feet about. If you're thinking about doing your videos yourself, I'll just tell you that I really drug my feet and kept all these excuses in my mind, and now that I'm doing them, I find that it's my favorite way to share, and you may well find it to be the favorite way for you as well. Just leap in there and give it a try, and expect to be amazed at what you look or what you don't look like, however you want to look at it. A lot of us have to get really used to what we look like on camera, and it's not 10 pounds, folks, it's 100 pounds that the camera puts on you. And I guess the reason I gave you this introduction about all these things is because I'm going to share the second paragraph of the self-confidence formula with you again. You've heard it again and again. If you're going through your own major definite purpose and the self-confidence formula, just go ahead and listen for a minute and let it be one of those times that it kind of soaks in somebody else's voice. Because I got so excited this morning when I was talking with my accountability partner. And that's another thing I encourage you to do if you don't have an accountability partner, and this can be for anyone, whether you're in business online or not. But you want to get something done. Let's say you want to make sure you walk every morning, or you want to make sure that you go to the gym, or you want to make sure that you're eating a particular way so that you can impact your health. Maybe you're working on a relationship. Maybe you're paying attention to your thoughts and your feelings in your head, for all the reasons that that's beneficial to do. If you can talk with someone that also has the same kinds of goals in mind, the same kind of enthusiasm, commitment, and passion, it can be so incredibly helpful. And I talked with my, I'm going to turn the fan down just a minute. I'm sorry I didn't do this before. My computer gets really hot in the day, and so I keep my fan on it, and I meant to turn that off earlier. I hope it hasn't been a problem. I guess I'll have to do video over if it has been. But as we talked this morning, we kind of came to a tacit agreement that one of the things that we would really enjoy doing in this life is benefiting other women who are in midlife. Now, I'm going to invoke the name of Justin Varengia, and I hope somebody gets this around him, because he can take it. But I heard him one night on a hangout, I believe it was, mention that people over 50 were elderly. And I thought, elderly over 50? You've got to be kidding. It's not like he's a kid. It's not like he's 10. It's like I think he's 30, which would mean that in the normal world, and I don't know, I know he's not necessarily in the normal world. I don't know if his parents were in the normal world, but they would be 50, and surely he wouldn't be thinking of his parents as 50. Well, that's kind of a little rant off on the side. So, but anyway, we were thinking how nice it would be if we could benefit other women who are, midlife. And I'll tell you the story about that in just a minute. But let me read the second paragraph of Napoleon Hill's self-confidence formula. Second, I realize the dominating thoughts of my mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical and I have that all whole thing there, sorry. An outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, I will concentrate my thoughts for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person I intend to become, thereby creating in my mind a clear mental picture of that person. And you'll notice that he uses the words intend, which we come to understand over time make a difference, and that if we want to achieve anything, we need to set our intention. And he talks about creating a clear mental picture of the person that we wish to be. On the mastermind call this morning, and if you've been to my blog, again, www.kar-en.com, probably in the last 30, 40, 50 posts, I have posted innumerable informations about that, so that you can get on that call. That's my invitation to you. You are more than welcome to get on the call in the morning. It's a 9 a.m. So for me, it's a 6 a.m. call, and it lasts for an hour. And we generally go through certain things in the book that we're on, whether it be Think and Grow Rich, in this case, The Science of Getting Rich, or part of Psycho-Cybernetics. So those are the three that we cover and rotate around and around and around. And then we have an open line for masterminding. And it is such a wonderful thing to be in a group of people, and the group's now between 400 and 500 every morning. And the thoughts that come out from the same reading. And their thoughts, of course, from different backgrounds. And this morning, this man got on and he talked about how he had an addiction that he's been working out over the last couple of months. And in the course of doing that, he had lost weight, and he decided that he wanted to gain up to 165 pounds. And his goal time for that was November. Come to find out, he got on the scales recently, and there he was at 165. Sounds good? However, he realized that his arms weren't as big as he wanted and firm, and his thighs weren't as big as he wanted and firm. And he realized that he had not measured and he had not set the clear intention of exactly everything that he wanted. I think that has been the best illustration for me of the point of clarity for your goals that I have ever heard. So, consequently, I shared that with you. Now I'm going to tell you that my accountability partner and I, we're kind of talking around the idea of being helpful in terms of making money online with women who are midlife. And I told her that probably 15 years ago, somewhere in there, before 15 years ago, I had taken a trip with a friend of mine. I love cars, didn't pay any attention, don't remember anyway, what the car was that she drove. But we were in a canyon at the time I talked with her about this, of sandstone. Sandstone rising on both sides of us, which is a little bit rare. Uh, we were in southern Utah, and that's a little bit rare to drive between that, because that's usually enclosed in a park when it's that much. But I was telling her that I had a bad tooth, and I was telling her what anguish it was causing me, the money that was required to take care of my tooth, and how precious my teeth had become to me. And she knew that I had put out my second husband, but in my grandiose and exceptional and stupid way of thinking, I had thought he would surely return and say, you know, I realize the error of my ways. I realize I have to speak to you more than once every 2 months. You know, that kind of thing. Serious. So she, because she was a social worker, she could be a lot more reality-based about that, but she also was reality-based about what my tooth situation would likely mean. She said, this is what happens to women when they don't have a man in their lives contributing to the income that's needed to take care of all the things that become necessary to take care of, not just in life, but as we age. And I thought, what a horrid picture. No teeth, no eyes, no legs, no, whatever could happen. And so I know that from that awareness, there came and started to grow a little seed. And that little seed has popped up and multiplied in many ways in my desiring truly to do what Wallace Wattles talks about in The Science of Getting Rich. He says, get rich. He said, there's nothing wrong with getting rich because you can express yourself in a fuller, better way. And your creator is happier because he enjoys you doing that. And I have so many plans to aid and assist and help and share and pass on to others the things that I'm gaining from this online adventure. And I wanted to share that with you, and hope you'll join me again. Thanks. Bye.